Halfway. Just at the third shade crossing now. Where's that mirror? Oh.
Looks pretty good.
Doesn't know what. There we go.
Yeah, the drum this time too. Right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Go, Mackay, seriously, this is cool.
There's a gap there.
Yeah, little one. Nice work. Nice to meet you. I mean, let's get back. Mackay MFA, you're not the only ones that can do this, right?
Do you want to sit down?
Yeah, I'll go around the bottom.
So 1 in 3 people go to bed in Australia. 1 in 2 are either not born here or first generation immigrants. And if you talk about under the age of 35 to 18, it's up to 65% not born here. And what we're going to lose is not just our way of life, we're going to lose our culture and our country. And we're going to lose the way of life that the Australian people have fought for. Now, the Australians stood in World War II not just for us, we stood for the entirety of the Pacific Theatre. We stood for everyone around us, and we stood for everyone that couldn't stand for themselves. And that's who we are. We're a group of people that gives a fair go. We're a group of people about nature, and we're a group of people about nothing more than ourselves and our culture and our people and everyone else around us. And we offer protection to those around our country who can't stand for themselves. And in return from that, and in return for what we give them from veterans, and I'm not just talking to people, I'm talking our resources, I'm talking who we are, our way of life. And they like to tell us that we have no culture. They like to tell us that because we're from European descent, we have no way of life. And it's funny because it's so ingrained into them, our culture. It's everything around them. It's the architecture, it's the streets, it's a clean society in the no. And you can see it deteriorate in Melbourne, where it's out of control. And they let people out with no bail and no way of putting anyone into jail because everyone is now open salary except for the white Australia. And it's not just us. Everyone's feeling it. So in Adelaide, a rundown house now goes for $1 million. Now kids are never going to own anything. I'm 28. Chances are I can get in. And no one else can. What about my kids? Now we like to say the housing prices are just what they are. In the 2008 financial crisis, when America's housing prices collapsed, they had 108% of their GDP in housing. When the Japan housing crisis happened, it happened at 300%. Ours this year went from 400 to 600% of their GDP. And the only way we keep propping it up is we keep bringing in more and more and more immigrants. And they get grants from the government to come in here and buy our land. What about the blokes that are sleeping on the streets? The fact that we have 10 cities in every major city in Australia. The fact that Australians aren't getting a fair go. We aren't just losing who we are, we're losing our people, we're losing our country. And if we don't do something to change it, it'll never get changed. We're on the precipice of complete demographic collapse in Australia. It's not fun, it's not nice, it's not even nice to talk about. I don't want to be here, I'm 28. I think I want to be up here talking to everyone. I feel like I have to because I know when I have kids, there's not a country left for them. Where do we go? Europe's the same. America's the same. Every one of our countries is the same. Where do we go? After this, they're telling British people in England they are not the locals there. They're not the natives there. They're going to be completely demographically wiped out by 2055. Australians will be a minority in our own country by 2057. So, like, if we don't change something soon, then what's going to happen? Every single one of our homelands gets replaced. Replaced by people who don't share the same value structure as us, don't share the same morals as us, don't share the same religion, don't share the same language. At what point do we cease to exist? At what point are we no longer who we are? Do you think Australia's going to stand for others when it gets by India and China and every other culture that wants to come in here and take our resources and our royalties? None of it's coming back to us. We're the 8th most resources in the world. I haven't seen a cent, have you? We don't even put royalties on it. They take it. It's not even a question anymore. We just give it away. We can't build anything here anymore. So tell me, like, when do we lose this country? Has it already started? And if it has, at what point do we stand up and take it back? It's ours. We bought it in blood. This country is our country. Thank you all for coming today. And then you come over, feel free to come back over to the Red Dog Brewery and have a beer with everyone who's there, meet some patriots, and get around your fellow countrymen, because this is what we need. We need people willing to stand together, stand for each other, and if we don't, what are we even doing here today? Because we're going to lose this place. I'm not fucking going home.
Thanks so much again for coming. We are not a political group, but we do want the politicians who are working for us, who though they may be, and we're not a religious group. So I have me personally, which I must speak. So I hope you enjoy me. Father God, we thank you for every person who's come out today. We thank you for this beautiful land that is ours. It does not belong to the government, it belongs to the people, and we are making a stand to take it back. And we thank you that you're stirring in the hearts of so many of us to make a stand as we go forward. Right, let's just look at some of the effects really quickly. We're not affected so much by mass immigration up here in the country. It will come if we don't stand, it will come. As Michael said, Melbourne is a basket case, absolute basket case. And there's no integration, there's rising violence, home invasion, public benefits, nothing's on the other, and open hostility to our Australian identity. This is just not on. Don't think we are immune in the time. If we don't stand up, it will come here. We have the Aussies sleeping in cars while the government rolls out the red carpet to the immigrants. 1.4 million of them since Albo got into government. They are getting the housing. I saw the video of the Premier of Victoria handing over keys to one of these elderly people because she wants to be in her family. For nothing. For nothing. Like, come on. This is is our country. We should have all been tied here. Get your friends, get your people. We can't let this happen. Hospital department, emergency department support, staff ambulances are ramping. And of course, in major cities, it's not good because they are overpopulated with people who are not coming into our society. Schools, resources are being put into teaching kids the English language. Well, sorry, but our kids come first. Charity begins at home. Life begins at home. The Australian flag is coming down. Thank you, it's awesome. And the foreign flags are going up. The Australian flag is being burned with no repercussions to anyone. It is just unbelievable. And then there are new hate laws. And all those, what's it called? He's calling one stopping hate speech towards is Islamophobia. And talking about too, it's unbelievable. We have further than that. We know there are people already incarcerated or in the process of being prosecuted just for saying on their private Facebook page things the government doesn't want to hear. We know that we are limited in how we get out there. Our national survival is hanging in the balance. It truly is. Every word Michael said is true. Immigration must be stopped. Free speech has got to come back. And Australia needs to be reclaimed. It is our land. I think many of you would have heard my dad in World War II went into the Battle of Alamein. 2,000 soldiers went in there and 60 came out alive. And that's just one thing. The skilled migration process. This is how people should come in. Wanted to cost us money, I'll put it in before I finish. So they have to fill out a migration process, brief their skills and qualifications, do an English test, have medicals, have police clearances, and pay phenomenal fees, while these other people are just brought in and take over our resources. So use the fees from the immigration website as per July 2025. Visa application charges. Primary applicant, 4,910. Dependents and partner over 18, 2,455 each. Under 18, 1,230. Skills assessment fee, 2,650 or higher, depending on what your occupation is. Expressions of interest, just expression of interest is 2,650. And management of that expression of interest is $5,300. Medical examinations are 300 to 500 per person. Police clearances are 300 to 500 per person. So other costs, professional assistance, government processing fees, and it says on many of these, other fees may apply basically if we decide to. So that's how people come in. You have to come in and become part of us and work with us and love our country. This family I'm talking about, they are the most wonderful, wonderful family. Work hard ever since they arrived. That's who we want. People who contribute to our society. And that's why we are standing today. Eroded and stolen from us as Australians. We paid in blood. My father was never the same when he came back. No one could come back the same. If they came back alive, they were still injured permanently. So, you know, coercion is not consent. Governments do not rule through force. They don't. They rule because we comply. That's how they rule. If none of us comply, they'd be in trouble. It's time to stop complying. We've got to stop complying. Stand together. I love this saying. We will never be the land of the free until we are the home of the brave. Everybody here has wrapped up to come today. Bring other people with you next time. Please donate. We don't want the money for us. We want the money so we can get it out there what we're doing. And we've got this number on you every Saturday morning. We're always here. So, again, I finished with, what can I do? 27 million Australians. Imagine it. What can I do for 27 million Australians? We can change what this government is doing. We can change the future of our country that we grew up. It's our country that we are going to be on, not the government. We must stand, we must be courageous. Whatever the cost, we will not stop. Whatever the cost, we will not stop. So thank you everyone so much for coming to the stage. Go to everyone. Guys, I do the night newspaper up and down